Good evening. Welcome to the T.G. Howard Outreach segment. I am Sammy Poindexter, and I am here today with Mr. Charles Bopp. How are you doing, sir?
Doing fine, thank you, sir.
So I'm going to just have you talk, first of all, tell us the position that you are seeking.
I'm seeking re-election for the Pulaski County Board of Supervisors in the Robinson District.
Okay. So tell us all about, our viewers all about yourself.
Well, we've been farming out there on Robinson Track since 1898. And then my father, we bought a brick over to the museum. My grandfather started the farm, then my father ran it, then I ran it, and now my son, so we've got a brick with 4 generations on it.
Wow.
So, but we were in the dairy business till 2000, till we went bankrupt.
Wow.
All my equipment was worn out and just old, and it was time to get. My problem was I was too big to be little and too little to be big. If that makes any sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Okay. So, but other than that, though, I guess, like I said, we've lived out here I've lived down on Robinson Track all my life, and I guess I know a little bit know everybody.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
How do you feel about that? Knowing everybody and running. How has that gone? You're running for re-election.
Yes, sir.
How has that worked out? Knowing everybody in town and in the office.
Well, it's worked good because, like I said, everybody knows me, and I haven't. I have to say, my opponent, he's been very hospitable.
Yes.
And just things are just good. I mean,
Good.
I don't know, just
Good. Well, what farming? You've been farming a long time.
yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about the state of farming in Pulaski.
Of course, I guess an old farmer, if one thing about an old farmer, if it rained every day, we still not getting enough rain. And two, gosh, it is dry, and wells are drying up, and grass is burned up now, and pasture's gone. But that's just the nature of the beast, and I don't know why, but we love doing it, and always have. And I hope to gosh, my grandson will follow my son and my footsteps,
Okay.
and continue on with it.
What kind of farming do you do?
Well, we were in the dairy business, like I said, till 2000, and then we went. And it's a funny thing. With dairy stock, you don't really have to have fences too much because dairy stock won't go nowhere much. And my son bought some cross Angus and Angus and wait a minute. Anyway, but they were Angus cattle, and I was afraid to turn them loose because we didn't have any fences. But they stayed in. But thank goodness for electric fence, and that's what kept them in. Then as time went, we had the money and we built new fences and stuff. And
Okay.
so now and people don't realize it, but farming is a high-tech business anymore. You can make it or break you. I know you see these old signs with an old farmer and a hayseed in his mouth on an old tractor. Farming ain't like that, because you can make a bad decision that'll cost you for years.
Really?
Heck yes. It's not like it used to be. Just like this fertilizer. What you buy now, you get the analysis, exactly what you want, because things are so daggone expensive.
Wow.
I mean, it's a different thing. And back in the 50s, you see these old dairy barns, they're 17 feet wide and 51 feet long. And in the day, they want you to build a barn next to a creek, so if the water got up, it'd wash all the cow manure away. But you don't do that no more.
Okay.
I mean, you get a lot of trouble over that now. And we built one of those old barns. And then in 1960, my father had Adair Hall put in they call it a parlor, where you milk 3 at a time, a side opening parlor. And it, of course, it used to be an old stanchion barn in the beginning, but you only had about just so many milkers. So I don't know. It's just
Wow.
But
That's interesting.
well, I just
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Well, let me ask you another question. I've heard a lot about this truck that you put in the fire parade.
Okay.
Yeah, talk to me about that a little bit.
Well, when I used to go in with a neighbor and chop corn, and I needed a dump truck. So I went to the Mac place in Roanoke. It was a truck enterprise, I think that's the name of the place. And I bought this old B67T Mac, and I had to stretch it out. And I bought the set of tandems from James White, and I just kind of pieced it together. And anyway, and then when we went out of the dairy business, I started restoring it. So, and like it took me over 13 years to get that old truck painted and all that. And I had to rewire it and everything. And I just like fooling with old Mack trucks. And you know, I guess when I should have been studying in school more, I was more or less looking out the window, just daydreaming about trucks. I don't know, you know, school isn't for, well, I wish to gosh I'd have done better.
Yes.
I tell you that right quick.
Yes, gotcha. Good, appreciate that. So the next question, you're running for re-election, so what are some opportunities, or talk about the role that you have now as a supervisor, and some opportunities and challenges maybe in Pulaski, Virginia?
Well, the biggest thing is jobs, and if we, but you got to really watch, you know, jobs, and I think there's big housing projects going to go on and different things. But that's kind of a double-edged sword. I personally, I kind of like things a little bit better than what they are now, but I kind of like things just to kind of stay. But it's a known fact, in order to get more industry in here, you got to have people.
Yes.
And the problem nowadays, people have jobs and they're not. And shoot, it's hard to hire. It's hard to hire anybody.
Yes, it is.
So,
It is.
but other than that, though, I guess between the jobs and the workforce, I guess that's just, of course, and the counties owns some industrial parks, and I think they're doing very well. And of course, you always want to see industry in here. And we've got a good county administrator, Jonathan Sweet. He is the best. He's young, he's energetic, and he's just very active. And he's trying to get a lot of. We've been to Turkey and different places. We got Corona Candle. Red Sun Farms. But he has really done a lot of good things for Pulaski. And Pulaski, what I understand, is on the cutting edge of technology and everything.
Yes.
I mean, it's just kind of leading the pack.
Good. And finally, sir, question number 3 is, in recent months, a grassroots movement to increase historical awareness and affect positive change in Pulaski County in response to Pulaski County needs. Some of the examples of some of these grassroots movements are CAFI Training School, which is set to revitalize and repurpose its space to preserve items of cultural importance and address the children's needs, childcare needs, in the community. The Adair Theater Group, its mission is to provide outreach and entertainment through the arts. And finally, the T.G. Howard Community Center, Inc., and that is us. Our purpose is to invest in and enrich lives of our community. And the question is what are your thoughts on these efforts? And how would you play a role as an unelected official?
Well, I am lucky to be on the CAFI school, CAFI school committee.
Okay.
And you know, and it took everybody to make Pulaski great. It wasn't all white folks. It was everybody.
Yeah.
And that's just a tribute to everybody to make things work. And I understand that Thurgood Marshall stayed in one of those houses right above the old CAFI. And I didn't know this, but the original CAFI school burnt down in 1939, and then this other one was built right after that. And my wife and I go by there some, and well, we get us some ice cream and stuff, and go to Brookmont, and but that is a well-made building.
Yes.
It is, and hopefully with the town's involvement, that it's gonna be open pretty soon. I think October the 26th is gonna be open house, and I hope to be there, and I think we're gonna have a work session, one more work session on Saturday, and I think we're supposed to meet this coming Monday about it and try to get everything worked out, and but I think it's gonna be a great thing. And I'm gonna tell you something too, daycare, schools are one thing, but people nowadays ask, just how's your daycares? And we understand that this place is gonna be open quite a few hours, just because not everybody works day shifts anymore. It's evening shifts, night shifts, just everything. But I just think that it's gonna be a great thing, and I'm just happy to be involved in it.
Good. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I wanted, that was the final question. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
But I want to give you an opportunity to make any final comments to our viewers. Any thoughts?
Well, if folks in the Robinson district, please come out to vote on November the 5th, and just thank you so much, and just for your support, and if you would, please come out and vote for me, and I certainly would appreciate it. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Thank you.